Well, after all, a political system is always, yes, a political system is always created by the persons who are actually doing the politics. And these people have to learn about the technical changes and the technical developments. And this is a problem that, from my point of view, is extremely visible these days when we look at all the new acts that have been passed in Germany during the last years, for example, where certain laws have been passed, or where certain laws are passed, which restrict the technological capabilities in a way which is not useful for society. For example, when you look at the so-called Vorratsdatenspeicherung, so the surveillance of telephone and internet connections, which has been passed by EU level and has been passed by German law somewhere in last year. This is, from my point of view, a totally wrong answer on the problem that communication is much faster and broader these days than it used to be. You have to keep freedom to the people, and being surveilled is the counterpart of freedom, or is the opposite of freedom. And therefore this is a thing where a democratic society has to restrict itself, and where it has to say we must not surveil people without reason. And but to come to this conclusion, a politician must know about the technological background. He must know what the internet is. He must have self-experience on working on the internet, using the internet. And during the last years, we more and more and many times we saw politicians who obviously had no idea of the internet. I remember the German Ministry of Justice, Mrs. Zyprius, who was asked who is the browser she loves best, and then she just asked a bit herself and was totally lost with this question and only asked herself, oh dear, what was a browser, by the way? And this is not the way how politicians should interact with these new technological capabilities.